welcome to another episode of Car Maintenance. Today we're going to do an oil change on my 1997 NL Fairlane gear. Now, to make it easier, I have actually had the oil filter removal tools that you get a strap around the side and pulls it off. In this car, there's not enough room between the big, I think it's the subframe of the engine bay and behind the air conditioner pump. There's not enough room to get that strap in there and wrench down properly. So I've actually got an oil filter removal tool that should fit to my oil filter. So let's just pull this brand new one out. Never been used. And on the top of it, you can see it's got the same shape as in there. So that should fit like that. Now, if you're turning it clockwise, that's going to tighten your oil filter. Anti-clockwise is going to remove it. So anti-clockwise first, then clockwise second. Alright, I'm going to put these aside. We're going to quickly pour in some flush liquid. I like to put this oil flush stuff into the top of my motor. It sort of helps get rid of all the grime and stuff at the top, flushes it down to the bottom motor, and then we're ready to pull the sump plug. Now, I've got to put this thing in for a roadworthy soon, and I've noticed that underneath, around my sump plug, there's no washer, and it's leaking a little bit of oil, and that was one of the things that my mechanic picked up on. So I'm going to replace that crush washer when we pull out the soil. Alright, I'm going to get ready, pop the bonnet, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to pour in. Alright, so I've got this engine oil flush that I'm going to pour down into the top of my motor. Now, the directions are you're supposed to, let the engine idle for 15 minutes, which I'm going to do. So we're going to put this in here, like that. And we're going to come back in about 15 minutes. I'm going to run the car up onto some jack stands, and we'll be ready to drop this oil. All right, let's idle this thing for about 15 minutes. Alright, it's now been 15 minutes. We've got it up on ramps. Now, up on ramps, there's a reason for that. With the engine slightly at the front higher than the back, all the oil is going to run down to the bottom and down the bottom of the pan. Now, the sump bolt is at the back of the motor at the bottom. So having the engine raised just a little bit like this is going to help us drain out all this oil. Alright, I'm going to chuck you guys under the car, and I'm going to go under there too, and we're going to go and remove the sump bolt to drain the oil out. Alright, I'll show you where it is. Alright, so you can just see it. It's right here, underneath the edge. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... Okay, so that's there. Ready? Now, you don't want to drop this into the oil. That oil is a little bit hot, but that's okay. Alright. Alright, so under the car we've got the sump bolt right here. And I've noticed it doesn't have a washer on it. So I've got some washers that are for sump. Let's see if I can find the right one for this application. Oh, that's a bit big. Oh, there we go. Got one that fits. Perfect. Alright, let's reinstall this, and then we'll go about replacing the oil filter. Alright, underneath the car here, make sure you're not going to drop it into your oil pan, which is still sitting under here dripping away. Grab my cloth, give it a bit of a wipe quickly. Alright, now go, give it a wipe around as well. Grab my 16. Tighten it. go. That's nice and tight. And now with the new washer on it, it's not going to drip on my driveway. Alright, let's move the oil pan out and we'll start getting positioned to take out that. Alright, so let's see if I can get this thing off with ease. There we go. Heading. Whoop. Alright, that's now out, and that's been in there for a while. Alright, make sure that's nice and clean up there. I'm going to quickly grab a cloth and wipe that out. Alright, now I've got the new oil filter. You grab a little bit of oil and you rub it around the top gasket, around the rubber bit here, just to make sure that it's got a little bit of lubricant. So when you go to put this thing back on, get underneath here enough without banging my head. Like so. Should spin up and spin on. Like that. And that's done. Alright, let's go back to the top of the motor and put some new oil in this thing. Alright, so if you can see these lines on the back of the bottle, when it sits flat, half a litre is in each one of these little lines, or the large lines is a whole litre. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 litres in this one. This is a big 6 litre value pack. So I'm taking half a litre out of this, and that means it leaves another 5.5 litres for the next time I do my oil change. Alright, let's take out half a litre of this, and we're ready to do the dipstick check. Alright, time to do the dipstick check. Alright, can you see that? It's now sitting in the full OK section. Perfect, let's do this again, just wipe it off. And there you go, full. And the oil is perfectly clean. I like the look of that. And that's how easy it is to do an oil change and replace the filter, and also make sure you've got a crush washer on the bottom of your sump bolt so you don't drip oil on your driveway. So that's how easy it is to change. The messy part is, now I've got to put all that oil that I've drained out of the engine back in that bottle. That's the hard part. Just remember, if you see anything you like in these videos, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget comments, questions, or maybe you would put a different product in than I did, or you wouldn't put a product in at all. Tell me about it in the comments down below on YouTube, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and get notified when I do these car maintenance videos, my daily vlogs, opening store, checkout basket, you name it, I film it, it ends up on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, and until next time, see you in the next video.